Hello everyone, GWFan here, and this is not a Let's Play. However, I figured I would give an update on my next LP, as well as a little bit about what I plan for the future of my Let's Plays and what have you. First and foremost, my special thing for after gaining 100 subscribers, I decided I would just stick with an idea I had a while ago after all. So I'm going to start a sort of mini LP series where I look at some of the smaller games that my fellow bronies have made. Essentially, games that take less than 30 minutes to beat or are basically just meant to get the highest score you can. I'll probably do an episode of it maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on how busy I am. Secondly, I have one more video to make for My Little Pony RPG, The Elements of Harmony, as it turns out, which I hope to get out as soon as I can. I've just been busy catching up on some stuff that I've needed to do for kind of a while now. With all that in mind, my next main LP is going to be a non-pony related game, Breath of Fire 2. Originally, this was going to be my second LP, but I ended up changing my plans right around the end of my first LP, Pony Fantasy VI, which I still hope to come back to someday whenever version 2.0 is released. So it sounds like there might be a lot more differences to the game than we were expecting originally. I really might have to, who knows, let's play that game again from the beginning at some point. Never know, I suppose. Anyway, regarding my second LP again, as the story I already told once before goes, one of my commenters asked me if I was planning on LPing a particular pony game that he simply referred to as MLP RPG. And I said, sure, whenever it comes out. Well, this person informed me that it already had, but didn't give me much other information besides that. So, not knowing at the time that this person was actually the creator of said game, I went searching for it and ended up finding a similarly titled game that I assumed was the one he was talking about, My Little Pony RPG, The Elements of Harmony. It was, of course, the wrong game, but even so, I got right into it, opened a Steam account just so I could join the group associated with it, and decided last second that I would LP it instead of Breath of Fire 2. I'm glad I did, too, because it ended up being a fun game, even though I feel I was a bit ill-prepared for it, since I'd only played through it once, and technically hadn't even beaten the game yet, having stopped at the Elements of Disharmony portion, because the 2 weeks I had given myself to play it were already up. So, in the end, I had no notes, and played through almost entirely through memory, on-the-spot experimentation, and, of course, hand-drawn maps. I still wish I could show you some of those. They really do look silly. But anyway, the point of this whole story is that this is probably going to be my only exception in disrupting what games I decide to LP. In the interest of not being as ill-prepared as I feel I was, at least, my current schedule of next 3 LPs is already set in stone, and I won't be changing it whenever another pony-related RPG comes along. As far as I'm aware anyway, the only other one currently available is the RPG that I was looking for when I stumbled across the Elements of Harmony game, which I currently have slated as my next LP after Breath of Fire 2. The reason that this particular game, titled MLP RPG Fighting the Unknown, is not my next LP is because it's only half finished so far, and Part 2 is not released yet. Although, if for some reason Part 2 is still not available, or has only just become available by the time I finish Breath of Fire 2, then I'm still going to go ahead and LP at least Part 1 no matter what. That's not going to change. Now, again, I've already decided my next 3 LPs, which I've already listed on both my YouTube account and FIM Fiction account. Shameless self-promotion right there. The 3 games being Breath of Fire 2, MLP RPG Fighting the Unknown, and third, I've decided I'm going to drive myself crazy by taking on Pokemon Soul Silver. While I do not plan to disrupt that order for any other pony-related RPGs that may pop up, I do plan on LPing any pony-related games eventually, RPG-wise. However, depending on whenever they are ultimately released, I'm going to do one of 2 things with them. One is that they may have to wait until I finish my 5th LP, Pokemon Soul Silver, or I might try to pull an H.C. Bailey and do one of them as a side LP, only posting 1 or maybe 2 videos a week. Not that I really post a heck of a lot of videos per week anyway, but, being as I try to get videos out once every 2 days, but Anyway, the second option that I mentioned depends on how complicated the game is, of which fortunately most fan-made games are not overly complicated to figure out what the best course of action is, at least so far, anyway. I already have at least one game in mind that I might deal with in this way, which would be a blind run of My Little Pony Investigations whenever it happens to be released. Of course, if I feel like it, I could occasionally cite LP a non-RPG like Rise of the Clockwork Ponies or that Castlevania crossover, both of which only have demos as of the making of this video, so far as I'm aware anyway. Anyway, as for future LPs past Pokemon Soul Silver, I have nothing confirmed, but I'm keeping a few other non-Pony games in mind at least, like Tales of Phantasia, Breath of Fire 3, Mother 3, Mario RPG, and maybe Persona 2 and Valkyrie Profile. As for pony-related games, as of the making of this video, I'm at least not aware of any other major RPGs that are currently released, though I am keeping an eye on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, The Lost Kingdom, and MLP RPG Fall of Equestria. I know there's at least one other one in the works out there that unfortunately I don't know the exact title of, though I think it's yet another one using the working title of My Little Pony RPG. It's that one we've seen videos of on EQD, where the ponies are interacting with humans for a collaboration of a movie or some such like that. Otherwise, if you guys know of any other pony-related RPGs in the making, or better yet, already made, please tell me about it. I want to eventually LP all of them if I can. I think that's about everything I wanted to say on the matter regarding my LPs and all, so thank you all for watching my videos and otherwise supporting my Let's Plays. I really appreciate it, and the comments. And for all you game makers, get those games coming! We're all ready for them already! Well, anyway, my next LP will begin roughly on or around Monday, April 29th, so that I can finish up some of my notes and also catch up on some homework that I've been neglecting. Well, that's my plan at least, unless some random catastrophic event occurs that prevents me from making LPs anymore, I suppose. So, until next time, arrivederci!